Welcome to the Vault Assault SMP, a Vault Hunters 3rd edition series where both personal progress and cooperation with your server mates are essential. All players must create vault crystals and loot various vaults to unlock the power of more mods. However, this opportunity cannot be shared with those who have yet to unlock it themselves. All participants are level locked at set vault milestones until the server comes together and completes a hard task bestowed by the vault gods. The best performer of each task will be granted a very pleasant boon from the vault gods. As such, this does make the tasks a little bit more competitive. With all that being said, it's time to roll the first episode of the Vault Assault SMP.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Vault Assault SMP. My name is Buzzy107. As you guys saw in the intro, we are playing Vault Hunters and this is the newest version of the mod pack. Now, I did do a little bit of stuff before hitting the record. Like if we look at my inventory, I've got just a few little things here. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't caught out in the nighttime without having anything on me. So first thing we are going to do is we're gonna break out a little area right here. Now, this is a server. It's gonna be me and about 6 other people. We're gonna try and kill an Enderman with a stick. Or not, because the Enderman is gone. There he is. Apparently, he really doesn't want me looking at him. But I do see a spider over there, so. Haha. You might be able to swim, but I'm a little more agile in the water than you are. Alright, so as I was saying, this is a SMP. This is a content creator only SMP. It's going to be me and 6 other people. I am not hosting the server. That is Infernal Harmony, I believe is how you say the name. Any of you that have been watching me for any kind of length of time know that I'm horrible with names. And I hate when auto jump is on. So we're going to go ahead and make the things we need. I'm going to start off with a wooden pick so we can get some stone, so I can cook up some food. Well, here, let's just do it this way. Now, as you see, there is 2 books in my inventory. We have a quest book, and we are level capped at level 50 at the moment. And you know, once everybody gets to that point, we will kind of go from there. But I want to go ahead and get some of this stuff kind of built up already. Because I already have a build planned out for the first episode. You guys, it's going to be a big one. I figured I'd go a little bit bigger than I did on Sunset Valley for my first build. So, it will be pretty big. But I'm going to go ahead and mine this stuff up. And then I'm going to go ahead and head over to my base location. I've already kind of marked it out. I have the coordinates and everything up. And, we do have a mini map, so I can just follow the mini map, get to my coordinates, and go from there. So let me get all this stuff kind of situated with all the early game stuff, which we have more than enough of. Get me some food, get myself a little more oriented, and then we will come back. Alright, so we are here in the at my base location. So basically my base location is going to be from right there where that little cliff edge is, and then up on top of here. And I'm going to be making basically a I want to make a town here, kind of a continuation of what we're doing on the hardcore world, but just a little more modded, so I can add a little more stuff to it. But right now we're going to just get some resources, some stone, some iron, tools, all that, and hopefully I can find some more sheep so I can get a bed set up so I can actually set my spawn, because I left a bed, a crafting table, and a furnace with 4 mutton over at spawn, because I figured, you know, make sure that everybody has what they need, and you know, I can fend for myself now that I have the tools, but I want to make sure that everybody has what they need as far as coming on for the first time. I believe I'm like the second person on the server today. Again, I'm on by myself, but I think I'm like the second person that's gotten on today. So, alright, so we got our steak. We are good to go as far as food. Now we're going to cook up our iron. And then we're going to put the rest of this up. Then we're going to grab our seeds out because I will be starting a farm. Grab this, put this down, go here, go here. Craft those up in like that. And we're going to grab another furnace. We are going to be doing a lot of smelting. But yeah, let me go ahead and find another sheep. Get a little bit more resources built up, like some stones, some stuff like that. And then we'll come back, we'll build the farm, and then I will kind of show you guys where I want the base at. But yeah, I need to grab some stuff first. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got a little farm going here. This isn't the farm that I'm going to build for like the episode. This is just a little starter farm for me to get some materials while I go mining, because I'm going to just do like a strip mine real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and mine down probably from like right about here, and just so I can get some stone, some other resources, stuff like that. And I'm going to carry some wood with me. I got enough to make some torches. Let's just carry a stack. There we go. There we go. 63, that should be more than enough. We've got some material with us. Let's just do this. I want to try not to use my iron pickaxe just yet, until like we find diamonds or something. That's not really the goal for this. We're just going to be collecting resources. So I'm going to go ahead and do some mining, and if I come across anything interesting, I will let you guys know. So been down here mining for a while. We're all the way down at Y57, and we started at like 82. But found this ore here. This is actually one of the ones that we are going to need to be able to get into the vaults. One of the things that we're going to need. So I'm going to go ahead and see how much we get of this chromatic iron, and I think that we can actually make tools and stuff out of it too. So if we don't need like too much of it, we can always just make tools out of it. We are back from our mining session. If we come over here and look, I have plenty of stuff from the mines. Now this is actually pretty cool. I'm going to show you what this does. So if we take the compressed gravel and we click it, we get 45 gravel, and then this one we get like a little over 2 stacks, well almost 3 stacks, but we can put it all in here now. And then we'll just do that. Now I did bring back that raw chromatic iron, but I brought it back in block form, so let's go ahead and do that. So 2 stacks to 64 plus 24. Okay, I thought I saw a creeper. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll grab that out, grab this, and we're gonna start smelting some of this. But I want to go over these books with you guys. So Vault Hunters, this just kind of shows you how to play the game. Basically it tells you about all the different, the gear, the tools, modifiers, all of that. And that, if we go here, it just shows you introduction, chromatic iron, vault crystals, vault portal, player leveling, useful commands, and then vault rock. So chromatic iron, if you go here, it tells you what it is, and then it'll tell you that it will drop more when it can be increased with fortune, all this, blah blah blah. Now if we go here, now this is the more important book out of the two, because this is actually your quest book. So this is the Vault Hunters Introduction. Welcome to Vault Hunters 3rd edition. This mod pack turns your Minecraft experience into a progression-based action RPG game. It's aimed to be played over a long period of time. It has many accessibility settings to customize your playthrough to suit your play style. In this quest line, we will teach you about the basic fundamentals of the game. So basically this is like your in-game tutorial. And then this is just telling you, like, you can sit there and set game rule, vault settings, and all that. Normal. We're on a server, so we can't do any of this stuff. But you click that to complete. And then once you have completed it, you hit complete, and you'll be rewarded with cooked vault steak. Now, as you see, we got the vault steak down here. Now, chromatic iron. Acquire 16 chromatic iron, and the reward is 24 chromatic iron nuggets. So we did that. Now, this one is mine 10 times vault stone. Now, we go back over to this book, and we go all the way back. We're going to look at vault portal. So this will tell you vault stone. If we go to the introduction and we hold on, one of these vault, okay, here we go. No, that's not it. Index. Okay, here. Vault rock is the one that we need to look at. After finding the necessary amount of chromatic iron, clusters of vault stone can be found below Y-5. When mining the stone, there is a 10% chance it will drop a chipped vault rock. Combining the chipped vault rocks with chromatic iron in a crafting table results in a vault rock, which is this guy right here. And if we go into the GUI, so we are looking for this right here. And then we click uses. As you can see right here, we can use it to make a bunch of different vault stones, all that. And there's different things, all different things for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for some vault stone real quick, just so we can run a vault today. But I do want to test something out first. So I want to see, it says iron, so no, I cannot use it to make. Okay, that tells me more than enough right there. Alright, so this is a very precarious position. I was actually strip mining and found this, so I figured I'd follow the lava. Did not expect to end up here. So, I mean, I'm just going through and mining as much of this as I possibly can, because one, it's a low drop chance for the, there we go, we got one. Haha, vault rocks. But this has taken the better half of like 30 minutes just to find, so I'm gonna get all of it that I can while I'm here, just to have it, I mean, it might even be something cool to build out of. Alright, we were down there for what seems like forever, but we finally got enough vault cobblestone to actually progress a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and grab our book out. And let's go vault stone. So we got 10 vault stone. Now we need to make the altar. So let's actually get some of our stuff put away. Not being able to shift click is still kind of messing with me because I'm used to how I have everything set up in my world. So let's get some of this stuff up. We didn't get a whole lot, but we did get enough to progress this a little bit further, so that's always a good thing. Oh, right. It is currently the next day for me. And I have gotten a little bit done off stream. Well, I mean, off camera. I'm thinking about stream. I was gonna think about streaming today, but now I'm gonna just record the video. Probably stream once we get some stuff set up. But yeah, it's the next day for me, and I moved all my storage in here. Moved all my things in here, crafting table, all that. But if we go over here, I was able to, where is it? There it is. Was able to get everything that we needed. We needed 2 of this. We need diamond, 2 of these. And we need these stone bricks. So let's go ahead and build the altar. Vault altar. Let's go ahead and grab our quest book out. Put that there, go like this, go like that, and then I can put the button. Okay, so let's read the next quest. Time has come to forge everything you need for your first vault crystal. The recipe is different, and the amount of materials ingredients required will slowly scale as you craft more crystals. Using a vault rock on a vault altar will identify the items required. To complete the crystal recipe, you can submit the items by throwing them out of your inventory near the altar. Once the altar recipe is finished, applying the redstone signal completes the crafting process. If you struggle to tell what an item is, you can crouch to see its name. Okay. And if we do this, our reward will be a shulker box. So let's actually make another little room. Alright, so we got doorway 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put this in here, and we'll grab the stone. I want to go ahead and finish clearing this room out, getting it a little bit decorated, and then we'll come up, because this will be our mine area anyways, so I do want to get it a little bit more decorated. So let me go ahead, get all of this cleaned up, and then we'll come back. Alright, so I went ahead and got the room all set up, got the vault portal right here, got the altar right here, and just kind of decorated a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and take this, and I think we just place it on there. I need 2 leaves, 6 coal, and a stick. And then we just throw that on there. Oh, it counts down as you do it. It's pretty cool. Alright, 2 dirt and a stick. And then we press the button. Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, before you get into your first vault, we want to inform you about a few important parts of the Vault Hunters. Vault Hunters is an in-depth ability and talent system that you will utilize to make your vault experience much more enjoyable. Abilities typically focus on giving you powerful active skills that significantly change how you play the game, ranging from damage abilities like Rampage, healing abilities like Heal and Totem, survivability abilities such as Dash and Ghost Walk. Talents provide the player with passive buffs. There is a wide variety of talents to check each build to level up the game. Okay, so we'll do that. Complete. This is one that I've heard about that I want to go ahead and get into. I want to get into doing this. Vault Hunter's enchantments are a bit different than vanilla Minecraft. Protection and offensive enchantments have been disabled in order to allow for higher scaling of defensive and offensive attributes down the line. There are, however, some enchantments that work both in vanilla tools and gear, as well as vault tools and gears. Vault Enchanter is your go-to table for enchanting any gear. Will always offer the maximum available enchantment for the cost of some emeralds and some XP. Craft one up and try and put an enchantment on an item. Alright. So let's go ahead and do just that. We're going to grab 2 diamonds, 4 obsidian. We gotta plant some sugarcane. Now let's look up this enchanter real quick. Okay, so I can make this actually. Yeah, I can definitely make that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. And we'll need the 2 emeralds. And we'll need another book. Alright. About time to sleep. I want to go get the stuff to make another book. And then we'll come back and we'll get all the enchantment stuff going. Because if I can choose my own enchantments, like, that's next level. Alright, we got all the stuff here. Let's go ahead and make the enchanter. And we're going to go ahead and put this one down right here. Alright, so we are going to need a villager. Because it seems like it's going to be pretty stacked at like 5 emeralds. And we'll just go ahead and we'll trade as many sticks as we can. Let him level up. I mean, that's actually a pretty good trade. And I might do that. Alright, so I need 20. I need 7 more. So I'm going to go ahead and get some trees going. Planted, all that stuff. And then we will come back once I get a little bit more of a surplus on emeralds. Alright, so we got the emeralds that we need. We're going to go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and get all the stuff that we can on here. Seems like all of this is going to be 1 level cost. So let's go with Fortune 3. Efficiency. Breaking and mending. And that is now a definite upgrade. Can we rename stuff in here too? Oh, no, we can actually search the enchantments. Nice. First, let's go ahead and spend our skill point. Talents, abilities. Alright, let's research. Heal increases the amount of hit points. Oh, heals you for an amount of hit points. Okay. Yeah, heal's gonna be the best one to get for right now. Because I do know that the vaults are ultra hardcore. So let's go ahead and clear out our inventory and then we'll head into the vault. Alright, let's go ahead and do this vault. Oh, here we go. Alright, elixir, deep caves. Gather elixir from loot, ores, and crates. I do have to say that I do think that this is pretty cool. The way that they have this all laid out. Now these are timed. I did notice that when looking at them. Ouch. Grab all that. All right. Alright, so once you kill them, the Okay. Oops. Oh. Alright, so... Oh. Alright. Can I break those? Okay, I don't get the chest, but I can break them. Alright. So this... Okay, this room looks, pretty suspicious. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die in here. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Nope. Nope, not doing it. I will take some of this moss, though. Nope. I'm gonna die. Nope. Ah. Well then. That was hard. Like, extremely hard. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and get another Vault Crystal going, and we're going to go try it and go again. Well, one thing that I did learn is I learned that, one, you cannot just go full send in there. You got to have some sort of plan. Two, iron armor is completely useless. And three, well, I might want to get some protection, some projectile protection on my armor first before I go into any of these. Projectile and just regular protection. So let me go ahead and get all this stuff set up, get back to, you know, kind of having what we needed, and then we will hop back into a vault. Alright guys, be right back. Alright, we're in our next vault. Let's go ahead and get started. This is a dripstone one. Hopefully it's different than the one we just had, because the one we just had was, well, lack of a better term, it was rough. Bless America. Doesn't help that I'm having like major server lag. That wasn't even fair. Like, I couldn't... The... Yeah. What is my ping right now? Alright, I didn't win, but I did survive. So... frames were a little iffy. But let's go through and look at what I got. Generic info, that's the seed. Levels, rooms discovered was 3. Time spent was 24 minutes and 25 seconds. I had 35 seconds left. Vault level was 0. Theme enchanted. Spore Grove. That elixir one is really, like, really what's messing me up. I think. And then total chests looted: 32 wooden, 2 ornate, 2 living, 1 gilded. The coins, I got 6 coin piles, 504 soul shards. I didn't mine any ores. And then right here, mobs unalived, hordes 91, dwellers 2, tanks 3. Damage received was 25.9, and damage dealt was 1,286. And then that's it. So I got 2 levels. Didn't get anything from it because I think you don't get anything if you don't like actually complete it. But the thing that's really messing me up right now is the Elixir Vault is, you know, just generally, it seems like it's generally harder because you're not getting a lot of elixir. It could just be that I'm using an arrow, not a sword. So that could be the issue. I'll have to look into that one. But also your just basically you're not really given enough of anything to really survive in the vault, and I'm getting like, you know, 10 to 12 mobs on me at one time, which, I mean, I can handle it, but still it's a lot to try and take on all of that at the same time as also trying to learn the nuances of this game. So let me see, I got 2 unspent skill points. Let's go into H. Skills. I'm gonna dump one into that. Alright, so I'm gonna go with these because these are like permanent buffs. They're not like something that I gotta use. Knockback resistance. Intelligence. Increase your ability power. Okay. Alright, I'm going to look over all these, and then once I select one, I'll select it, and then come back. Alright, I decided to go with strength again, just because it increases it each one by 3. So now I'm at 13. And this is my average damage per second. So what I need to do is I need to figure out a way to basically just get a better sword. Because if I drop my sword and my bow, alright, so they're not adding anything, so I don't know if that's 6 on top of what I have. But it's basically like having strength 2. Alright, we just finished running a vault, and I had no time left. I was literally in there at the end of the vault. And let's see. Score 440, 444, experience gained. Let's see, vault level 2, beginner's grace, insurance, beginner's grace. Okay. Wooden chest 33, gilded chest 14, 5 living and 5 ornate. No coin piles. I didn't find really much of that in there. Mobs unalived. I had 15 assassins, 46 of the hordes, 1 tank and 1 dweller. There we go. That was actually pretty cool. Okay, and we actually just completed a elixir vault, and I am pretty daggone excited. Let's go ahead and open up this chest first, see what's in it. Well, this crate, excuse me. Okay. Not sure what may have been in it or not. But anyways, from the vault, we got the usual culprits, the dripwood, the shulker shells, and stuff like that. And then we also got some ores. We got some mossy dirt, some plating, some more. These are actually going to be used for the build. And then we got this, which we got a beniatite ore, Lamar ore, and then whichever one that is. I'm going to fortune these. Real quick. Let's get our fortune pick out. See how many we actually get. And we got this one. So we got 43, 5, 1, 2, and we got 3 of these. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I am really enjoying doing these vaults, even though they are frustrating when you don't finish, when you can't complete them, or when you die inside of them. But that is what it is. But, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, my name's been Blazzy107, and I will see you guys later.